Kevin Durant getting traded to the Houston Rockets. We knew that the trade was imminent. We knew when you looked at the payroll, when you looked at just the steep penalties that the Rockets, not the Rockets, the Phoenix Suns were going to have with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker on the team. The fact that Bradley Beal had a trade clause, so it's going to be damn near impossible to trade him. You knew the writing was on the wall for KD. And I said in the last episode, the episode before that, the 5 destinations that he gave, I said the second best was the Houston Rockets. I thought the first best was Minnesota. And then when you look at the package that Minnesota was going to give them, it looked really good. But Kevin Durant is now a Houston Rocket. And for the life of me, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I do kind of understand. It's just, bro, this was the perfect win, the perfect trade for the Houston Rockets. You're talking about a team that was top 10 in defense last year. You're talking about a team that went into the playoffs as the second seed in the West. And you're talking about a team that their biggest issue was scoring the ball, especially in the half court. And you bring in essentially one of, if not the best offensive weapon the league has ever seen in Kevin Durant. Do you understand? There's a stat going around that if you compile Kevin Durant when he was in Golden State, when he was in Oklahoma City, when he was in Brooklyn, and when he was in Phoenix, he's essentially a 50-40-90 guy for his career. And he's essentially a 26 to 27 points per game scorer in his career. If that's not greatness, I don't know what is. But you had to give up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, this year's 10th overall pick, and 5 second-round picks. Now, I understand, Phoenix didn't have a first-round pick till like 2030. And you can hopefully try to package up some of them 5th-round picks and maybe get but I don't know. And I understand that you get Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. But the fact that you did not Houston didn't have to give up Tari Eason. They didn't have to give up Jabari Smith. They didn't have to give up Amen Thompson. They didn't have to give up Alfred Şengün. They didn't have to give up any of their youth. Reed Shepherd. They didn't. How is it that the only youthful player you had to give up was Jalen Green? I think that this makes them an instant title contender. Kevin Durant, essentially, hold up. Because I just heard what I was about to say in my mind. Not on the same level. Okay? I'm not putting these two teams on the same level. But this has a lot of similarities when Kevin Durant went to Golden State. Whoa, I know. This Houston Rockets team didn't just win 73 games. This Houston Rockets team doesn't have Steph, doesn't have Clay, doesn't have Draymond Green, doesn't have Andre Iguodala, I know. But what I'm saying is you're dropping a team, or you're dropping Kevin Durant on a team that has established young youth, or it's the young youth, established youth that has one of the best defensive teams, and you really only gave up Dylan Brooks, who helps with the defense. This is a win-win for Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And essentially, and I understand it. I understand, even though I did see the package that they could have got from from Minnesota. I did see that package. And that package had more players that you can win immediately, but because I think Rudy Gobert was in that. I think maybe Jaden McDaniels. Like, you could have gotten more. And I understand that probably the most important thing that you got was the 10th overall pick and the 5 second-round picks. Because, again, with the moves that they made to get Kevin Durant, to get Bradley Beal, you had essentially no picks. But the fact that you got a player in Jalen Green, who Jalen Green is good and he's young, but Jalen Green does not fit when you talk about this Phoenix Suns team. You can't play him alongside Devin Booker, and you can't play him alongside Bradley Beal because neither one of them play defense. And on top of that, what, you gonna start Dillon Brooks? Like, what? For the life of me, I don't understand how they didn't get another one of those young players. How you not get someone like Torrey Eason? Like, I don't know. Who's a good player? I'm shocked because you didn't get him. But this is a huge. They got an A+. The Houston Rockets, bro. They were able to keep essentially the core that got them to a top 10 defense last year and got them to the 2nd overall pick. Whoa, 2nd overall seed in the West. You got Kevin Durant, man. And I think this makes them, especially when you look at the landscape of the league, this makes them a title contender. I'm not going to go as far as say that a title lock, but a title contender. I do think that they still need like a scoring point guard, because I don't trust Fred VanVleet a little bit. Or they either need a scoring point guard or a scoring shooting guard, because that means that you're trusting that Amen Thompson, who isn't the best offensive player, you might make him the point guard and just be like, we need another scoring punch. But hey, maybe, because I know right now I think the projected lineup is Fred VanVleet, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith, and Alfred Şengün. And you also have Steven Adams coming off the bench. Like, and that's still a young team, man. Phoenix, man. Look, I get it too, man. Like, it's everyone and their mama in the league knew that Kevin Durant was gone. So it's like you're not gonna get the best offers for Kevin Durant because they know that you need him gone, and you don't want him back. But like, that's the best you could have done. Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th pick, and 5 second-round picks. This is the best you could have done for Kevin Durant. Walking 50, 40, 90 for a career, essentially. And you send him to a team where you could have got... Like, think about that. Who is, outside of Devin Booker, who is the building block for this team? Because we don't know if they're keeping Jalen Green, but is Jalen Green at this point a building block? I know people saying he's still young. Bro, he's been in the league for like 5-6 years now. Like, come on, bro. At some point, age, he's going to have to get it. This is who he is. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, boy. This is yet another situation where Phoenix got fleeced. You give up the prize, and the other team, Houston, gave up a player that they were trying to move. Now think about it. And Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, who, okay, I know that he's like a fiery player or whatever, but okay, the 10th overall pick in a draft that's essentially not strong after pick 5 or 6. And yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. I don't know how to keep getting away with it. But shout out to Kevin Durant on a much better situation in Houston. I think they're going to be incredible next year. And again, I think that they have a shot to be a championship caliber team. It's and then obviously you have Ime Udoka, who is a defensive-minded coach, so you don't got to worry about it. Like, man.
Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.